Hi friend, welcome to my channel, and today I will be showing you guys how to make the most delicious stuffed shells. Hoo child, stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. All right, let's get started. So here I got a pot. I put some water in my pot. Then I went ahead and I put 4 tablespoons of chicken flavor bouillon Maggi. If you don't want to use chicken flavor bouillon, you can also use salt, okay? But I use chicken flavor bouillon because, baby, that's my business, okay? All right. Then I went ahead, I put it on a pot, on the stove, and I let it start to boil. I put it on high heat, okay? Then I went ahead and I added my jumbo shells. I'm using the Great Value brand, because ain't nothing wrong with the Great Value brand, baby. We need to save some money. The prices of groceries is through the roof, okay? But it's also hard to find other brands that have jumbo shells. I just can't find it, okay? And then we're going to follow the directions on the back of the box to let you know how long to cook that pasta for. Next, we're going to go ahead. We're going to put another pot on the stove. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to put some ground beef. And we're going to put some Italian sausage. We're going to use our meat smasher. And we're just going to smash it. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to put 1 tablespoon of lime juice and 1 tablespoon of white distilled vinegar. And you know I always tell you guys I do this because of the smell of the meat, so that my meat don't smell like outside, okay? If you never smelled it before and you don't know what I'm talking about, babe, don't worry about it. It ain't about you. Don't do it, okay? But I got to do it. Then I went ahead and I put a half a cup of épices, you guys. I will have a link in the description box to tell you everything you need to know about épices and how to make it, okay? But this recipe right here is not about épices, okay? So épices gonna go ahead and go sit down somewhere. Unlike you that came to your friend's birthday party and tried to steal the show like it was your birthday. But you know what? That's not my business. We're going to go ahead. We're going to put some chopped up bell peppers and some onions in there. And at this point, I'm just using my musher as a spoon, okay? I'm just making sure everything is well incorporated and everything is mixed very well. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit it with some seasoning. We're going to add some sazon. We're going to add 1 cube of chicken flavored bouillon Maggi. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of adobo. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of cayenne, and we're going to add some oregano until we hear the cry of our ancestors say, that's enough. All right. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab our basil and we're going to add some basil. We're going to add about 1 teaspoon of basil. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to mix everything together. Make sure it's well incorporated and let everything become one as a unit, baby. Just like that. All right. And don't even come over here talking about that's too much seasoning, because it's not, baby. That's why your food be tasting the way that it be tasting. Trust me. Trust the process. Now, what we're going to do is remove some of that oil, baby, because, baby, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to watch my girlish figure, and I don't need to intake no extra calories that I don't need, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to remove some of that. Some people like to do it with a paper towel. If that's what you want to do, baby, that's your business. That's your food. You do what you want to do, okay? But I took it out the way I did. All right. Boom. Now I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to take some of that meat out because I want to use some of that meat for my filling of my stuffed shell. I want my stuffed shells to be very meaty because, baby, you know I like my meat. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set that to the side. Now with the remainder meat that I got on the stove, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my pasta sauce, okay? And I'm going to put my pasta sauce into there. If you want to make your pasta sauce from scratch, baby, that's your business. You do whatever it is that you want to do. But this ain't the day and this ain't the time. It's a time and a place for everything. And this was not the time nor the place. So I used the one in the can, okay? Because why? That's my business. I'm going to go ahead and mix everything together to make sure all of the flavor of that meat got into that pasta sauce and they get married and just live happily ever after, okay? So, boom, this is it. Once it start cooking, I put a little lid on it or whatever so it don't just start popping everywhere. You know how pasta be doing? It be getting a little bit messy, like you being messy with that man that don't belong to you. But then after that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna strain it. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in it so that they don't stick together. But it's kind of hard to manure that butter everywhere because you want to be gentle with the shells because you don't want them to bust open. You don't want them to break, okay? Because you need them the way that they are. So be gentle, okay? Treat it like it's I don't know, something you gotta be gentle with, okay? All right. Now to a bowl, we're going to add 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese, a half a cup. And we're going to add a half a cup of mozzarella cheese, okay? And it is packed well into the cup, okay? And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to add some minced parsley. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab an egg. We're going to put one egg into there, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that meat that we had cooked, which is the ground beef and the ground sausage. We're going to go ahead. We're going to mix everything together until they become one as a unit, baby. We need everything to be with everything, okay? We need them to get married and live together forever, all right? That's what we need. And once it look a little bit something like this, baby, they are ready to do what we created them to do. Now, moving on back to the sauce. We're going to add a little bit of sugar to the sauce. Yeah, sugar go in pasta. I'm trying to tell you. So we added 1/8 cup and we added 1 teaspoon of sugar. We're going to mix everything together. Now we're going to take that off the stove because it's done cooking. We're going to take a pan, put some butter on it so that it don't stick. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to take that pasta sauce and we're going to put it all at the bottom of that pan. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to start working on our stuffed shells. We're going to start stuffing the shells. So we're going to take a shell. We're going to open it up and we're going to put some of that filling into there, okay? You don't want to be too stingy with the filling. You ever go to like a party and they giving out food, but they act like they don't really want to give you no food for real? Like, baby, I could have stayed home for this. I got food at my house. You the one who invited me to this party. Now you don't even want to give us no food. Everybody know when you come to a party, you really come for the food. Come on now. I'm here for you too, but if you don't got no food, everybody gonna tell you the party wasn't good. Or if the food wasn't good, everybody's gonna tell you you knew you couldn't cook no food while you had a party because it's about the food. So this is how it is. If you have the party, you gotta make sure you give them people a good amount of food. It's the same thing with the stuffed shells. You gotta make sure you give each one of them a nice amount of filling. Don't nobody want to get a stuffed shell and ain't barely nothing in there, okay? But you don't want to be too generous because you want to have enough to fill all of your stuffed shells, okay? So I went ahead and I filled them up, put them on there. Put them on the pan. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the remainder of my pasta sauce and I'm going to put it at the top. I'm going to try to cover all of them, baby. They do not want to be seen. They want to be hidden. Just like you when you was trying to dig up some dirt on that man and you was at that same hotel that he was at, but you ain't want to be seen. We're going to go ahead. We're going to shred some cheese and we're going to put it at the top. Then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of paprika at the top just so it could give it a little zazz. It could give it a little color. We're going to put a little bit of parsley at the top and it's doing the same thing as the paprika, giving it a little bit of color. Then you're going to take that bad boy and you're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 to 45 minutes, okay? And baby, once it come out that oven, it's going to be looking a little something like this. Child, let's go ahead and give these beautiful stuffed shells a moment of silence for the beauty that they hold. Yes, child. Yes. Oh my goodness. Look at them stuffed shells, baby. Them stuffed shells is nothing to be played with, baby. These stuffed shells will have you stuffed. These stuffed shells will be tasting so good in your mouth, baby. This the kind of food you need to make for that party that I was talking about. Because at this point, people always gonna come to your party because they know the food gonna be good. Because if the food not too good, people ain't coming to your party next time you have a party. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. So go ahead and make these stuffed shells at your next event, baby. You will not regret it. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to comment. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Bye. Until next time.